Concerning Kimbaaaly, I get shocked. Really, I get shocked. I don't know why Usman like this type of woman. I don't know, actually. This time around, I don't think we can support this issue.
May I say something, please? May I speak? May I say something, please?
Oh, no.
May I say something, please, Kim? This might be one of my favourite ever scenes on 90 Day Fiancé, for all the wrong reasons. Poor Kim, she was trying so hard to be liked.
Today, I am going to meet Usman's mom and the family, and I just feel like I just want them to like me so bad. I've never had to try to convince anybody to like me as much as I want his mom to like me.
Uh-oh. For someone so desperately seeking approval, so desperate to be liked, things couldn't go much worse. Now, before we get to all of the drama of the meeting, let's rewind back to the start of this episode. Given what we know about Kim, it should come as no surprise that her way of trying to get people to like her involves buying gifts.
Like, I'm meeting his family, I'm meeting his mom, like, that's huge. So I wanted to do something to, like, make her happy and make her life better.
Kimbaaaly want to buy my mom a cow.
Deja vu, anyone? I'm getting serious flashbacks here of the time Usman took his ex-wife Lisa to buy his mum a goat.
Where in the hell do you have us?
This is goat market.
Goat market, it smells like goat market.
Yeah. Wow. 40,000. That is $115.
Is he pricing it at that price because I'm white?
The thing is, whereas a goat may have been good enough to get the mum's blessing last time around, this time, with all of the extra persuasion that will be needed, Usman and Kim go for a bigger, more expensive animal. Perhaps a little too expensive.
About $200,000.
How much?
200, that is about $500 US.
Ew. That's like my paycheck.
Ew, I don't think Kim was expecting that much. Now, money's a funny thing when it comes to Kim because she doesn't seem to have any problem splashing the cash to buy Usman's affection. But given she just said she earns less than $500, presumably a week, right? It can't be a monthly salary. So assuming it's $500 a week, that still seems to me like she's spending way above her means on Usman.
As long as Kimbaaaly stay away from you for like a week and she's coming back, she's coming with the gift. That I know.
In Kim's world, she can win affection by buying big gifts. And in this particular instance, given what's at stake and just how nervous she is,
I feel scared. I feel like I'm going to vomit. I feel nervous.
She agrees to buy the cow, which will be delivered tomorrow, thinking that this will show Usman's family what a great woman she is.
I'm really hoping when the cow gets here that they're just going to see like what a good person I am and be like, hey, oh my God, she bought us a cow.
As for the purpose of the cow, well, Kim doesn't really care about that. Quite frankly, do whatever you want with it. Just please let me marry your son. Please like me.
And I'm telling you,
milk it, cut it open, eat all the beef, take all the beef out of it, sell it. I don't care. Whatever she wants to do, it's her gift.
But that raises another interesting question. All along, while Kim has been in a cattle market willing to spend $500 that she can't really afford to buy his mum a present, Usman has known that his mum is against their marriage. She's categorically stated she will not be giving her blessing. That seems like quite an important bit of information he's conveniently chosen not to tell Kim, don't you think?
but just have this in your mind that it's going to be good today. Yes, we're getting that blessing today.
Okay.
I am struggling to see how we can get the blessing from my mom, because my mom telling me that I need to have a young lady and get married to her and get children. But I want to be optimistic. So at this point, I will not tell Kimbaaaly what my mom is thinking.
That's quite shady on Usman's part. He knows it's going to be very tough to get the blessing, but he's kept this hidden from Kim and hasn't braced her or prepared her for what's about to come.
So I'm going to be trying to prove I am truly 100% committed to this relationship and how deeply in love with Usman I am.
Of course, as we're about to see shortly, Kim's love for Usman doesn't really matter. That's not what his family are concerned about, and the cow isn't going to help either.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Usman.
To?
When they finally arrive, implying they've probably kept everyone waiting for a while, the disapproving looks begin immediately. And what makes matters worse is the fact that Kimberly's veil has slipped off her head.
I'm nervous.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm nervous a little bit.
Be calm.
As we saw in the last episode with the fist bump incident, there are many Islamic rules that Kim doesn't seem to fully appreciate yet. And I think a headscarf falling off a female's head is quite a big deal. So already, seconds after coming in, she's already off to a bad start. How can Kim make up for this? Well, no surprises for guessing. She's got what's likely to be an expensive gift ready to give to Usman's mum. Sat around the table are the decision makers in the family. All of these people will have a say about Usman's wife, but ultimately the final decision will lie with Usman's mum. Importantly, in addition to older brother Mohammed and older sister Safia, we're also introduced to his other older brother, Farouk.
Farouk is my immediate elder brother. Normally, Farouk is a fighting person. Even when we are growing up, Farouk is always fighting me.
Just from that introduction, you get the impression Farouk is going to cause problems.
To Usman, ka zo da magana ko? Ha. Majika.
Sani you too. Because Nasan tana suna.
She fell in love with me, says Usman. It's not my fault, guys. You know, I'm famous. I'm the king of Africa. Everyone loves me. That's understandable. But now we love each other.
Maganan gaskiya ina son ta kuma tana suna.
Everyone in the room is in disbelief. They can't quite believe what they're hearing. And it's not long before comparisons are made to his ex, baby girl Lisa.
Ni an yi wancan na gaban ga abin da aka samu ba. Kuma an wace sannan kuma ba a ba mu ɗa ba.
Now, this reminded me a bit of one of Jenny and Sumit's scenes, where Jenny was sat with Sumit and his family but didn't understand what was being said. Of course, we all remember how Jenny reacted to that, and I can only imagine that Kim is in a similar situation. She has no idea what's being spoken about, but from the faces, from the glances, from the general demeanour of everyone in the room, she knows it's not good.
Shekaru sun ya.
No, 18.
Ke ƙasa da shi ba da ka sama da shi. Ya gani.
Wadda ba sa'aka ba, ba yarenka ba, ba 'yan ƙasarku ba.
Kim looks at Usman there like, what's being said? And Usman's just like dejected. It's left to older brother Mohammed to speak in English and bring Kim up to speed about the family's concerns.
Our mom, she is very, very eager to see her grandchildren from you.
And when Usman's mum has the final say and says, I want him to marry a local lady, that's enough. That's all Mohammed needs to hear. He translates the ruling into English for Kim to understand.
Ina ma yaro wayo shi yaro ne.
Gaskiya.
Sai ina son in mishi magana tuwon a ƙasar Hausa, 'yar ƙasar sunan ƙasar Hausa ake cin ƙasar mu.
This time around, I don't think we can support this issue.
Kim begins to cry. Usman appears to be in complete shock. He can see his green card slipping away from him. He was convinced he'd be able to persuade his family. And after a long period of silence, the only word that he can muster is...
Wow.
And then, before Usman has really started to plead his case, there's a knock at the door. Possibly the worst person, Farouk, gets up to answer it. Kim is sat there with a face like thunder, no doubt thinking to herself, what a f***ing waste of money that was. Usman, on the other hand, from the way he's looking at his older brother, he just knows there's about to be drama.
Mami, kun ji wani abu? Do you know what I'm thinking? Mami, kun san me nake tunani? Sai a yi bribing namu.
Saboda bala'in cin hanci.
Kim obviously understands that word, bribe, and she's forced to defend herself. Well, kind of, because while she's desperately pleading to have a say, her voice just gets ignored. Meanwhile, Usman is sat with his head in his hands, praying there's no liquids nearby.
Bribe.
It's not a bribe. That it's so not a bribe.
So that other woman brought a sheep or goats.
May I say
Now
something?
you are bringing a cow.
May I say something, please?
Gaskiya ba za mu yadda kuma magana.
May I speak?
Da an bari haka nan.
May I say something, please?
Oh, no.
I can't wait to hear what Kim will have to say in the next episode. As things stand right now, the relationship seems all but over.